everybody? We're back at it again. For our third installment of ICCC series. This is actually insane that I've had anything go to 3 in a series. 3 is my favorite number. Today we have Leonardo. Is it Leonardo or Leon? I just call you Leon. I forget the full name. I'm so sorry. I probably should know the full name. Leon or Leonard? I think it's Leonard. Am I tripping?
Leonardo.
Okay, I was right the first time. Leonardo the Greedy then? Yeah.
Yes.
AKA TGD. Oh, I should. No,
Mhm.
I'm fine. My ADHD's kicking in. And I'm excited. I haven't really talked to bro in a hot minute, so it's actually pretty refreshing talking to you again, like I said, like a few minutes ago. But we have a decent amount of questions for you. Some daybreak related, some not. And
Right.
yeah, so I'd like to start off with what I ask everybody is who are you both as a content creator or a player and just a person, period.
Um. Well, as for the content creation part, most people like. I know it's kind of dumb to say this, but like, partly the only reason why I'm a content creator is because of my level. The only reason I've been driven to put out content for Daybreak is because I'm pretty sure as of now, still one of the top 10 highest level players in this game.
Oh yeah, without a fact. The last time I've seen your level, it was like was it 17k or am I thinking of somebody else? Because
It
there's a
was
few specific people who I remember what their levels were, and they're probably about 1,000 higher than what I think than I remember them as right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time you ever seen me on Daybreak and we was playing together, it was 17k, but I'm 18k now. Like one fourth through 18k to 19k.
I'm only now pushing 4k. I'm like 3,800 and some change.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, mainly that's kind of how I'm known. Like as a CC, just my level alone is what people know me for. Because people want me to teach them so much. Like I can't stress enough. Back when I was in like my level 10k days, because that was when like Daybreak really was like hitting it, I want to say. People back then would always want to learn because it was Daybreak is a hard game to learn by far. One of the hardest games I've ever learned.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
And yeah, and players have always been wanting to just learn from like the highest level players, which is fair because like we're a small community and when we see the exact same players with like the highest levels just constantly appearing, they just ask you so many questions. It's like, you know what? I probably should just for them. And I did. Beekeeper actually talked me into that, by the way. Um,
Did you mention this to me before or no? I feel like you have. Or maybe I'm
uh,
tripping.
I might have let it slip like one day. One day, I don't remember exactly. I do remember mentioning to a group of people. But yeah, necessarily outside of content creation, I'm just a chill guy. Well, I wouldn't say as chill because outside of content creation for Daybreak or Daybreak as a whole, I am known as the sweat of the friend group.
Damn.
I am I am known as the friend that always has the highest level or the strongest anything. Like I'm just that friend that grinds all my games. Hence why my name's the Greed Demon because I just greed out my games or I just grind it as much as possible because I enjoy it.
Well, I mean, it shows your commitment and it shows you have free time. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people know this, but back like it was either 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, I used to average about 5 to 10 hours on Daybreak a day for like 3 months. I think that was during the summer. At one point, I was even playing for like 10 hours a day, which was extremely unhealthy. I would not advise that at all. Never do that. You burn out so fast. That's why I can barely play with by myself anymore. I have to play with at least one friend because excuse me, drink water.
Yeah.
I will not be able to last an hour without not playing with a friend because I'd have to plug in YouTube. And the thing is, when I play Daybreak, or any game like that for the matter, all of my senses are locked in. Like even object permanence, which is not there because invisible walls, but oh my god, no.
Crazy word.
Yeah,
But
no, like
this
dead silence in my room. I'm hearing comms. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm raging. I'm walking away from the computer. And then people at this is why. And when you were saying your level was so high that people ask for you to make a guide, the amount of comments I get now of asking about gen locking guides and looping guides. The reason, okay, for people on my channel, the reason why I only make killer content is not to say I'm a bad survivor. Like, I do my job accordingly. I'm just not proud of my looping compared to other CCs. So, like, most CCs I know, or even non-CCs that are around CCs all the time, can average about 60 to 120 in chase. I average like 30, if lower. I've only just now started getting better holding 60, even with characters under 7 speed. So I'm not. I don't. Not to say that I don't want to show my mistakes, because as like a 1v4 content creator, you should show your mistakes so people know what to do and what not to do. But I'm just not that confident in it. I feel like I wouldn't be a good enough resource. Like, there's better people out there for that. As far as I'm concerned, there are different Daybreak CCs for different things. Some are survivor oriented, some are guide oriented, some are killer oriented. I'm killer oriented. I'm there to tell you the specifics and the in-depths, not necessarily the basics. And I have another video coming up about that. I don't know if it'll be posted before or after this one, but I should have one up about stacks and how stacks work, different kinds, because I decided to chart them into groups and all those things. But it's been 7 minutes, so we're gonna get to the next question. I just ranted my ass off in your interview again.
That's cool. Me too.
You kind of already answered the second question, but I'll go ahead and ask the second half. What type of content do you want to make in the future?
Ooh. Okay, actually, that's good that you did ask that. As far as like for Daybreak, I still like love the game deeply in my heart. I didn't get 18K for no gosh darn reason, bro. Like, I grinded that game for a reason because I enjoyed it. But as I am now in the game, because kind of like with the balancing right now, I know this is like weird to say. If like anyone listening hears my side of it, imagine being like, again, literally one of the top 10 players of the game. You understand the game so much more than other people. Not saying that like, hey, I know the game more than you, bro, you should listen to me. I'm just saying that like, hey, I know this, I have a lot of experience. I have a lot more experience than you. I need to say that, not, yeah, I need to say I have more experience than a lot of other people. So when I play Daybreak, because I usually play Daybreak all by myself, I could go like, my favorite character, like Mama. I could just be playing Mama, and as much as I love her, I hate having that feeling of that players
Her
who
iframes.
players who try to chase me or like chase anyone else that's a high level that's like trying to get in or whatever like that, they like immediately just give up, or whenever like I just somehow magically get a killer game in, everyone's like immediately saying that like, oh, we're cooked, we're not winning. It's like no one wants to try anymore. So it's like I'm not having the fun that I used to have when I would play the game, because I was always going against people that were trying. I was always going against people that wanted to have fun and like experience an asymmetrical horror game. But as of now, I don't really like have fun on the game as I used to, so I can't really put as much content as I want out for it because I'm not having fun.
You know
And
what?
I think that goes for every content creator. When if they're not having fun in the game, they're more than likely not making as much content on it.
That's actually a really good analogy, and I feel like you should make a video on it, because I feel like there are more people like this one person I keep seeing all the time. I think their name's Laplace. That's the only part of their name I remember. Nightfall, all of the pre-keeper, even primarily pre-keeper. I feel like a lot of high-level daybreak players would like understand that struggle if you made a video specifically on that. Now I know a lot of people don't rock with commentary. I'm more commentary based, but than editing based. But that could be a video idea if you are ever trying to push a video out there, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear it. Because yeah, no, I don't get recognized as often as other people. I only get recognized every now and then, but it's not like a oh I'm cooked sort of thing, because I'm more kind of honest in my gameplay. So if I flop, I flop. If I don't, I don't. So it's not really been an issue for me. More or less when I play with friends, because most of my friends I play with average from around between 1,000 and 9,000. Like in between those. It's a huge thing, but they're at minimum more than likely over level 1,000. And there's been a odd wave of silent new gens coming in, and then like the people who are at level 100 and things like that, I do agree with you, they just don't want to try. And that's kind of an issue I realized I was having as well, where people want to play with those of lower levels so bad to get the advantage of having a higher skill floor, that when you play against a player that challenges you, they get pissed off about it. And that's kind of been an issue I realized I had, that I'm like, nope, we gonna lock in. Because the whole point of Daybreak is to challenge yourself. If there's not more newer challenges, you're gonna get bored. Which is why I can't play with other people anymore, because like I'll use Persistence as an example, even though I use him as an example all the time in my videos. Bro is like a high level, play Daybreak with him often. His slasher challenges me all the time, and I may get pissed off about it, but it's still a challenge and I like it. Or his werewolf, or his surgeon. High level players open your eyes to something you thought you would have never seen. And hopefully when pro servers come out and people who are 1,000 or higher automatically get put in, it would allow those players who have that sort of mindset to drift away from it. That's what I'm hoping. I'm also hoping that bugs get patched a lot faster, but that's a separate thing.
Yeah, freaking bro. Comment on Persistence, bro. His slasher gave me PTSD.
No,
dude.
His slasher gave me PTSD all the way in Daybreak
I've
1.
never went against, like, I will say this hands down, like, the best slasher in the game is definitely Persistence. I don't know if like anyone knows like Takapa like that. He's like more of a EU player. He's like he's the highest level player in the game.
He has the most slasher wins, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but Persistence's slasher is just, dear God, going against that man. It's like dude. It's like that one scene of Batman like searching a room, and like the guy walks in and he's like, "Is someone here?" He sees Batman, and it's like that shit makes me not want to play anymore. Cause bro, I'm getting cooked. Like,
I need to make a render of that. I need to make a render of that description. Oh my god, like a little animatic. That shit's funny.
Freaking Persistence's slasher had me. Oh my god. But I love that man's slasher, bro. I'd love to go against it again. It's so nice. It's just so much PTSD.
He has the most nuanced and specific angles, even if it's like a sliver. Like there could be a sliver between a wall and like nature, and he'll be able to hit you through it. That knife is like it's hitting the freaking Matrix pose going through that little sliver.
Exactly.
Oh
bro.
my god.
But as
Jesus.
for more content I'd really would actually like to put out is kind of Forsaken. I know a lot of, well, not really a lot, probably just Ancient because he's the only one I see.
No,
but
everybody. Quite literally everybody.
Yeah.
CEO moved to Forsaken. Ancient pretty much moved to Forsaken. At least I think he has. I don't think he has completely. I know a lot of people play Forsaken on and off. I know locals play Forsaken on and off. But even if he doesn't live stream, I'm pretty sure he's on Forsaken. So when it came out, it wasn't just normal Roblox CCs. It was Daybreak CCs were migrating to it like freaking geese in the winter, which I'm
Yeah,
not that mad at.
Forsaken as of right now is like probably in like a really amazing state. Like you gotta give them props for like the content they put out and like their way of the game. It's just amazing and it's like a whole new experience again. It gives me that challenge and like that thrill that I want from asymmetrical horror games. I want to feel like my life is in danger. I want to feel like I'm running away from my life. I
Literally.
want to feel like I'm fighting for it. And I want to feel like if I'm playing killer, I want to feel like I have to kill like I'm strong enough to kill these people. Like I want to feel like I'm a big bad, bro. Like that's what I want to feel like when I play these games.
You want the smell
And
of the game. I understand that a lot. I
exactly.
get very I realize that I am very competitive with Daybreak specifically. So when I get pissed at um like early hitbox ending or me getting corner what do I call it? Corner stumped where you hit a corner or like an invisible piece near a corner and it cuts off your hitbox completely. I get pissed. I get so pissed.
Yeah.
But like it's what makes it fun is those stupid moments where
Those
either
stupid
hitboxes
moments.
don't work or like a very clever hit or iframe make. I'm excited to see that.
That would be content I would want to make in the future because Forsaken is delivering in all of those points for me right now.
And that's what we need in the Roblox 1v4 community. I'm gonna be real. Well, not 1v4, but asym survival.
Yeah, Asym Survival. It's literally just Daybreak, but like with survive the not survive the disaster. The
Survive the
natural wait
night.
no what was it called? The disaster in Roblox, like the Sonic Asym game. It's literally
Oh,
just that.
Sonic,
Like
Sonic. It was
Sonic
Sonic
the
X the
Disaster?
Disaster or something. I used to play that a long
Yeah,
time ago with some friends. I don't play
yeah, it's
anymore
stuff
though.
like that, which is really fun, and it thrives more. It's not like a really long ass game. It's not a long old 15 potentially. How much do you get from gens? Like 30 seconds?
10 seconds.
Potentially like 10?
You only get 10 seconds,
Potentially
I'm pretty
like
sure. But when
yeah.
they stack on each other, like let's say if somebody's gen locking and they stack on each other in less than 5 minutes, that's instantly, let's say that you're at 2 gens, that's instantly about an extra full minute. So it pushes the clock up.
So like Daybreak matches just be long as hell, and like with Forsaken matches, they can end so fast or they can last for at least a maximum of 7 minutes. But literally in that
So
span of
IDV.
time, you actually experience so much, dude.
So IDV. IDV matches are on average like 5 to 7 minutes. Sometimes they break 10. Dual Hunters is usually 10. I haven't played IDV in like a year. God. Before I get to my next question, I was trying to remember something. Shit. Oh yeah, Daybreak 1, there was no timer. Some matches could be like 20 minutes long. That's why they added the timer. Yeah, no, I've had some long. I think I had one. Maybe it's a false memory in my head or something, but I remember having like some imaginary friend matches that were like hella, or like some slasher rounds that were like hella long because people would hide. Especially the issue was back then was if an undetectable is there at the end of the game, but they're locked to the point where they know they can't do anything, but they're good at looping, right? That game could extend for like an extra 10 minutes. So they had to add a timer to be sure like they can cut matches off earlier and people can get their XP and play longer. Because at that point, people just were DCing. Like a full lobby would DC by the time they were done with each other.
So you mean to tell me that like back then it would be endless. So they really was trying to go more for like Dead by Daylight stuff because Dead by Daylight doesn't have a timer. Well, they do. They have like that 1 hour thing to where if you're in the game for an entire hour, the whole thing will just stop and the killer will win. But dear God.
Yeah, no, it was hell. But yeah, third question. I don't know how much of my yap I'm gonna keep in because we're already at 19 minutes. Do you have any channel lore? I remember vaguely seeing about it, but I want the people here to know about your channel lore if you ever discussed about it with them or the premise.
I really don't have any channel lore. Like when are we saying that like oh if I had a past channel or something or like anything deleted or like
Like
uploads things like that?
if you have or are thinking of any. This is a newer
Oh.
question I've thrown out here, so if you can't answer it, I'm not mad. It's an interview. There's gonna be yeses and nos, but I just thought it was interesting to kind of throw that out there.
Um, main really, I have like nothing really in the past. Like I already said, like the reason why I'm starting to become one is because people want to learn from someone that's like in the top 10 of a certain game, or just show out how much fun I have. Literally, my only upload, my only upload right now is me and my friends freaking voice acting the Daybreak Star Callers thing. Yeah, so pretty much I don't really have anything from the past, but probably in the future I would want to like um start streaming more and start streaming more with friends. You know this, but like I don't think most of the community knows this. I have like a seven sins thing going on with my friends, and I will say in my since I'm the one that writes it, it's kind of like interesting to me, but all of my friends basically represent a single sin, which is kind of how their personality is in a way. But it's kind of like to put out an understanding and stuff like that. But I would love to just stream with my friends and show off their personalities on why they're that sin.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Oh, I love that. I'm actually
I
really
know.
interested in that. Um. Oh. I don't know about this, but I'll ask anyway. What is the longest amount of time you've played Daybreak for? Whether like in one session?
In one session, I'm pretty sure 18 hours.
Jesus,
Um,
Abe. Jesus. I mean, compared to my longest of 15 hours, that's like.
uh,
Mm,
you want to know? You want to know
wow.
why? You want to know why it was 18 hours?
Why?
Um, so back when, like there was that controversy around like them like spending time on making a whole different survivor that wasn't even like talked about or something like that. When they dropped Star Eater, I was on that. I was on that completely. I am the sole reason, by the way, I'm the sole reason Brenda had to nerf him so he couldn't lunge before he TPs anymore. Like that's how he gets it cut off. Cause I was the one that came up with the tech to where if someone activates your thing, you can lunge before it and immediately hit them.
You can still do it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can still do it depending on like your ping or whatever, but like they have to be precisely on the TP. Back then, they didn't have to be on the TP. You
At
can
all.
literally just lunge, and it's like an extended lunge, like going out to them that they probably can't react to because if they're hitting the TP, they didn't react to it in time.
You know what I think it is? Because, no, you can definitely still lunge through it. It's just not extended. Like, it doesn't reset when you go through it. Because I remember sometimes where I would take a 50-50. I'm somehow a level 7, like, base level 7. I don't know how. Because I thought I only had him at, like, 3. Then again, I was able to gen lock on Roanoke and win by, like, a second margin as Star Eater in Zinni server. I don't know how. I
Yeah,
should not have won that. But, yeah, no. Who? What level is the Star Eater right now? Then
Arisen.
you're
I
the
was
only other Arisen Star Eater I've ever known about.
I'm pretty sure I arisen that boy like first week out the get-go, dude. He was so fun to play on release. And yeah, that's why I had a whole 18-hour session because I was just dominating lobbies and I was learning an entire new killer. And I also mainly did it because I wanted to give feedback to Brenda because like at that point a lot of people were recognizing me for like being one of the highest level players in the game. So a lot of people would want to see like my Star Eater, and I gave them. I did 18 hours of Star Eater, and like I'm pretty sure at the end of that session he was gold 7.
Jesus. I can jump across another question because you fully pretty much answered it. But when did you join Roblox? What made it stand out to you? And if you would like, if you can list some of your old OG Roblox games you used to play.
Um, Now if anyone looks at my account, like my genuine Roblox account right now, it's I made it in 2021. 21, yeah. But back then I was in Roblox since like 2016. I had a weird username. I'm not gonna say it on here. If you want to find it out, go search my username on Roblox, bro. But I back in my days of Roblox, I would usually I what did it? Oh, I played like really simple Roblox games, like like child like Roblox games, stuff like that, because I was like, I don't,
Meep City
I don't know how old.
before the Slenders and condos came in.
No,
Oh
yes,
my god, I
yes.
had like the witch tower.
Meep City before then, bro. That was like hitting. But like kinda I got banned. I forgot what I got banned for, I'm not gonna lie.
How?
I wait, no, I remember. I was buying Robux, but then like I used my mom's card instead of my card. And my mom thought like, oh, someone like just stole from my account, so she was gonna mark it as like unauthorized, and that immediately like just kills your Roblox account. Like,
Aww.
yeah, so like there's no like appeal or anything like that unless if I got the evidence for her, but like I couldn't get it from her because yeah, I couldn't get it from her back then. Little issues, but it's all right. But in my like 2020 to 2021 era, I was getting more into like that was when like Funky Friday released, or just
Oh
FNF
my
as a
god,
whole. I was
yes! I used to play that all the time during. I don't remember if that was COVID or after COVID. That was after COVID.
It was, I think it was like first year after COVID, when Friday Night Funkin' was really popping off. That was like my main game. I made a lot of friends that I actually still hold dearly to this day, off of that game. Then I want to say branched into like once I hit 2023 to 2022, I found a game called Guesty, which is
Yes! People don't talk about that enough. They talk about Piggy all the time, but they don't know the guesty grind like I did, bro. Oh my
yeah,
god.
bro.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
I was like, oh, bro, Guesty was my like stuff back then, because I had fun on it, because it was like Roblox lore, and like a lot of people just play Roblox because like, oh, it's just a game, but they don't really like know the lore about this, bro. I was there when they had guests. I was there when they had ticks, bro. Like, it's it was like amazing back then, and like watching Gassy like make its like little story and stuff like that, I enjoyed it. We're still on like chapter 10 right now. It's been like,
I haven't played that or Piggy since I think 2022. So, because I played Piggy during COVID, I think. Damn, I love granny style Roblox games though. Like unironically, they're kind of nostalgic to me, even though they've only been there for like what 5 years. But like they still hold a place in my heart for me. I gotta go back to them one day. Maybe I should go play Guessy one day. The door opening sound effect, the as it freaking walks in.
that was like back then. Games like that, because technically you can call it like a granny ASIM game, because like someone would actually play the killer and then someone wouldn't, but like every single time someone would leave, the killer would like be a bot. Like,
yeah, no, it would tell you that it got pushed to a bot. I hate the bots so much. Oh my god.
But yeah, back then it was like so fun, especially like with the infections, bro. When I was like a menace on infections, bro, I'd be like, bring it on, bro. Like I would love like escaping from like 3 random guests, or like I know like I was just probably shouldn't mention Piggy, but like it was also in Piggy as well. But I was mainly a guesty player, because like that was so much fun back then. I'm also I don't know if you remember this, but like they had like an event where you could get like 4 skins, and they were like really rare, like 1 in 1,000, from like collecting coins on the map, a certain coin on the map. I have one of those skins.
Oh, well, I don't remember playing that. I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've played Granny ASIM games on Roblox.
Yeah,
but
I hold the title of one of those skins. I also hold one of the Christmas skins.
Oh
that they
wow.
had. I forgot what year it was. I genuinely forgot what year. I haven't played that game in so long, but like back back in those days of Guessy, I had like the exclusive skins because I was just playing it like so much because I enjoyed it.
Hmm. Oh, that's dope. That that actually hit a place of art. But excuse me. What? Who are your Daybreak 2 mains? Survivor and Killer.
Um, for every class?
No, just in general.
Oh,
Survivor,
just
survivors period, and killers period.
okay. Well, for survivors period, it's Mamo. Like, uh, I can't stress that enough. Mamo is my main dude. She is like when I first picked her up in my first days of Daybreak. By the way, my first days of Daybreak, I got called a Smurf first game, first killer game. But
Oh,
in my early days of in my early days of Daybreak, when I picked up Mamo, I got her max level so fast because of how fun she was to play as a new player. Like I put fear into killers' hearts by just straight up like doing the bait that I do with Mama's Vat to where I like step back into them like a little bit and then run away and they back up giving me more space. It's oh my god. Mama was so strong back then. And plus I believe wait no, she was always 2 seconds. But back then she didn't have a nerf to her stun. But like dude, Momo is probably one of the best survivors in Daybreak because of like everything she does. That's why like I'm pretty sure you saw it as well, but like I got someone to make that little that meme of come outside we won't jump you where it's just me and Mama sitting there and
yeah.
like that's how it felt playing Mamo, cause like I would just sit there behind a corner, wait for my little Gen Rusher to run by, and then smack the mess out of the killer, bro. It was so fun. But to this
Damn.
day, she is still my main because of how strong she is and how much I enjoy her. Because it's kind of like if I miss this bat, I'm cooked, and I always like that feeling unlike other survivors in the game to where they always just have a passive or they always have a guarantee. With Mama you don't have a guarantee and usually that's due to like a killer's skill and like
Adrenaline.
adaptability to Mama. Yeah, and I
Mm,
always just play her for the adrenaline, not like Riley who just gets a fat like 12-second speed
literally.
boost and a
And
shield. So
shield.
like so I don't think that's much fun to me. I enjoy Mama more. That's why I main her.
Oh,
But
definitely.
as for a killer, uh, mm, not really. I don't want to say Ghost because like she was my starting killer. She was the killer that like people said that like I'm a Smurf on. I was like, no, bro. I just like I'm just naturally good at games like this. Um, I'm pretty sure my main right now is Void Skulk because
Hmm.
I I love that girl to death. She is really all rounding. She can do both of gen locking and chase pressure, and I like that about her. That's why she's kind of like just my favorite killer in Daybreak as a whole, which is why I want more lore for her. Brenda, give her more lore, please. But
She's so her lore is. I'll say it. Arguably, she has one, if not second best lore in Daybreak. Period. It is so good. I love the idea of an alien or like a not really an alien, but technically by Earth terms, alien to Daybreak. And I also and I use this to kind of pin the question in my own fanmade chapters when I had the space chapter, where because they never clarified whether or not she got taken by the mist on Earth when she landed or taken by the mist as she was landing. So like what it allowed me to do is pose the theory that from her lore and just from the way it was explained that you have to be on Earth to be taken by the mist. It like only controls Earth. So like whether you're on land or in the middle of the stratosphere, if as long as you're within its gravitational pull, you can get taken by the mist. That's my theory on that. And I expanded on that too before I stopped doing my fanmade chapters. Y'all need to watch Retro fanmade chapter right now. Please.
I actually do
Please.
that because I voice acted. I
Please.
voice I've the time I've voice acted the time traveler. I think
I'm
that was
gonna
his
be in
name. I'm so
7.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm I VA'd for 7. It's not out yet, but I'm excited to see. I need to do some little homework on Retro's fanmade chapters. I need to catch up on 1. Anyway, do you have any interests outside of Roblox?
Outside of Roblox, well, no, I kind of already mentioned FNF, but outside of Roblox, I would usually play silly little like fighting games. One of them, well, not really silly because I actually did get competitive in that game, is Brawlhalla. It's like a lot of people like mark it as a knockoff Smash Bros, but it is not a knockoff Smash Bros. Their community is really fun and nice at times, but Brawlhalla was one of my favorite games. I hit like one of the highest rank back then was Diamond, and when I hit that rank, bro, it felt like, oh my god, it felt like I just got like released from chains or something, bro. Cause like that is like that is like my top 10 biggest achievements in my life. I'm gonna be so for real right now. Hitting Diamond in Brawlhalla because of how hard it is to get elo in that game, and just back then in like not 2020, not 2023 area, like 2020 and 2022 era, getting elo in that game was like mass hard, bro.
I respect that commitment though. Golly, I can't even rank an IDV. IDV's survivor to killer balancing is so bad. I want to get back into playing Violence again, but I don't like ranking in IDV. But the thing that's good and bad about it is that if you don't rank, the people you get in casual matches won't increase in rank. So I'm out here stuck as a freaking Cobra killer, which is the second one above Tarantula. Getting people, or like I'm a survivor in Hound, getting people in Hound or killers in Cobra. But then but like the moment you level up to anywhere past Cobra, I think I hit I think it's called Alligator one time, and you'll get survivors in like Hound or whatever. But if you don't level up, your casual matches are still gonna have new gens. And I hate playing with randoms in IDV because they suck. They do. And I always get chased first, and I'm a postman. You're not gonna chase after the prisoner or freaking Mind's Eye, who has how slow is her vault? She has like a 14% vault speed decrease. It's that bad. Like, she vaults as if you put a freaking warden slow on somebody. Oh my god, no. But that's aside the point. What are your favorite music artists? That's my final question for you.
Favorite music artists? As much as I like artists outside of like gaming communities and stuff like that, like Tyler the Creator, or just, you know, maybe even Eminem, stuff like that, I mainly like go for artists in like gaming industries. So
oh no, I understand that completely.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I've played outside. I just mentioned Brawlhalla because like that game holds a real strong pin in my heart. There's other games I would like to mention, like well, wait, my bad. I just oh my god.
Take your time.
Like Brawl Stars or Grounded. Grounded is a really fun game if you ever get into it. It's a like sandbox survival like Minecraft, but it's like you're like teenagers that got shrunk down to like ant size, and you're like fighting big ass spiders, bro.
I remember the Berlizzi video with him and Corey.
Bro, that shit was that was amazing.
God. That was really good.
Like games like that, their OSTs I enjoy so much because you can tell how much effort they put into it. When you like get to small indie companies or stuff like that, or really just gaming companies as a whole, you can see the details and stuff they put in on their music for you to like feel the experience of what you're playing. It's really amazing to me, which is why I thrive more so off gaming OSTs. Like literally this entire time I've been listening to Key After Key, Ready or Not from Forsaken, Cool Kids Chase theme. It actually gives off the feeling that you're being chased by a kid that doesn't know that he's killing people. He thinks he's just playing tag.
Oh, that's dark. See, I have not
That's
touched
dark.
Forsaken at all. So
Yeah,
still,
that's
I'm still
that's
staying
the
oblivious
feeling
to
he's putting
Forsaken.
out. It's fun. One day you gotta hop on though. One day you do gotta
I
hop on.
know, and I'm pushing it. I'm not ready for the skill shift yet because I know it's gonna freak me out at first. But I'm gonna get there. I promise I'll get there. But yeah, oh my goodness, I'm sweating so bad for some reason. Thank you, thank you for being here, bro. Like, you don't know how much it means that people are actually down to be interviewed for this series because this is kind of ambitious of me from a content creation standpoint. But I'm glad that y'all are down to like actually be there.
Yeah. No, no problem, man.
Okay, but I think pause. I think I'm gonna end the recording here. So y'all support Leon. Yes, I did.